Hi everyone. I'm Mr. Rabar, Review Director of Rabar Review Center. Once again, we will discuss for today's lesson about philosophers of education. The previous discussion that we have, or the previous video that we have, was all about philosophies of education. Now, philosophies of education are created by people, which we call them, or we call them as philosophers. Now, we have here we have here five major philosophers responsible for what we call philosophies and philosophies of education. And their philosophies are used in our education process, and importantly. Now, I show you five major philosophies here, although we have a lot of philosophers of education, but we can consider the other philosophers to be proponent of these major philosophers. These are people responsible for what we call education process that we have. Number one, we have our Plato, representing a philosopher. This is a Greek philosopher. That the aim or the motive of his philosophy is all about justice in education. So take note, for Plato, it's all about education is justice, or how is the level, or as to what level of education that you got. That is also the complement of what we call justice in your study regarding education. So education is justice, or we can say there is justice in education. That is for Plato. For Aristotle, his motive or his philosophy of education is all about that man is the rational being. That man can think, can reason out. So we can say man is rational being, and Plato, we can consider Plato as the aim of his philosophy is all about science and logic. There is what we call knowledge reduction. So it means argumentation. You have your knowledge, then you have your action. You have your responsibility for that argumentation. So Aristotle is for man is rational, or knowledge through or with action. Socrates is another great philosopher whose aim of his philosophy of education is all about knowing thyself. Or knowledge is virtue, according to him. Knowledge is virtue, and then ignorance to human being, or ignorance of human being, is just only a vice. So knowing thyself, that is Socrates. Dewey, this is John Dewey, this is supposed to be another philosopher, or main philosopher of education. Now, John Dewey is, the aim of education is all about education is life. Education is life, according to John Dewey, or knowing by doing. So it doesn't mean that you know education through school, through school or an educational place, but you can have also your education everywhere. So that is very Dewey. You can learn, you can educate yourself by just doing. That is John Dewey's aim of his philosophies of education. And the last for these major philosophers that I have shown you here is John Locke. This philosopher, he was the one who said that when a child, a born child, or just when the child is born, the knowledge is zero. Or we can say tabula rasa. Tabula rasa means blank slate for a child which is newly born. So by the time the child living in this world, the first day or the first moment means the knowledge of the child is zero. You know, as the time goes on, the knowledge accumulated, then so on and so forth. So that is for John Locke. I repeat, for John Locke, this is tabula rasa. It means a child will born the first day, the knowledge is zero. That is tabula rasa. Now, these are the main philosophers, 5 main philosophers, and I hope you understand the aim of their, or motive of their philosophies of education, as I have discussed, explained. So, there are a lot of philosophers, not only for these 5 philosophers here that I have shown you, but I'm saying, as I've said, these are the 5 major philosophers, very important, a contributor to our development or education process. There are a lot of we can consider them as proponents only of these major philosophers. If you have some questions, if you want to ask more of the philosophers and then their aim, you may contact Rabar Review Center Philippines with this landline number that we have, or you can email us at this email at rabar_rc@yahoo.com. So that's all for today's discussion about the philosophers of education. So watch out for the next review. Thank you and good day.